Everyone, now we are going to start with our first chapter of ICT, that is Internet, Surfing and Security. So let's begin with it. So what are the objectives of this chapter? We are going to learn a lot many things about Internet. First thing, we are going to learn about Internet and its history, advantages and disadvantages of using Internet. What are the equipments or the things that are mandatory for us to connecting to the internet. Next is what is the search engine and web browser, and we are also going to see the guidelines to follow for online safety. So let's start our chapter. So we'll first start with the internet. What is it? So a network is defined as a group of two or more computers linked together. So internet is the largest network that links millions of computers to share information across the world. The biggest advantage of the internet is that you can access it from a computer or a mobile device anywhere, at home, at office, or even at school, or even you can munch on something in a restaurant and you can access it from there. So what is a network? So minimum requirement of the network is that at least two computers will be connected with each other by some means. Now, what is the history of the internet? The history of the internet starts with the birth of the ARPANET, which was the first network of computers in the world. It was set up by the Department of Defense of the USA in 1969. ARPANET stands for Advanced Research Project Agency Network. It was developed with the aim of sharing information on research and development in the field of science and technology. It was initially used only by the government officials and scientists. Okay, so what was the first network? It was the ARPANET. As you know, its long form is Advanced Research Project Agency Network, and it was mainly used by the government officials, mainly by the defense people, to share their information quickly. Then it was shared with the scientists. Let's see how it came to us. Now what happened next? So along with the scientists, later on it was opened for the universities to spread education and share their resources. The network grew bigger and bigger and led to the present day internet. Millions of people started having access to internet by the mid of 1990s. Today almost all the individuals, companies and organizations of the world use internet, isn't it? अब हमारे सबके घरों में स्मार्टफोन्स है, टैबलेट्स है, स्मार्ट टीवी है, कंप्यूटर्स, लैपटॉप्स, सब कुछ है, एंड ऑल ऑफ देम आर मोस्टली कनेक्टेड विद द वाईफाई नेटवर्क. लेट्स सी मोर अबाउट इट. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages? Now, every new thing comes with its pros and cons. So, let's see what are the advantages of the internet. So you know that internet comes with many benefits, but unfortunately it has some drawbacks as well. Just like our society, there are good things as well as the bad things. Okay. So you can get information on any topic of your interest easily. Like if I want to learn cooking or read about some place, or I want to read about health things, so I can easily get the information about it. You can send and receive email messages at a very fast speed. I don't have to wait, like I'll write some letter, I'll go to the post office, post my letter, and the receiver will get it like within 2 to 3 days. No, once I click on the send button, my email message will be sent quickly and it will be received within few seconds depending upon the internet speed. You can play online games and make new friends as well. isn't it? So most of us do not always install and then play the games. We directly go online and play them, and along with that we can also make new friends whenever there are challenges or knockouts. You can exchange text messages with your friends through chatting, isn't it? Like your friends might ask you, "Oh, where are you right now? I am standing in front of the library or somewhere at the front gate, so come faster," like that, right? Whenever you are not allowed to talk, you can easily text. You can do video conferencing with a group of people. We have witnessed this thing during our lockdown time. Even our schools went online, isn't it? You can listen to music and watch movies. Now we don't have to wait that some song will play on radio. Whenever you want, जब भी आपका मन करे आप कोई भी song या movie उठा के देख सकते हो. You can buy books, dresses, and other products, isn't it? Like nowadays, most of us even buy groceries online, books, dresses, and whatnot. Now, everything, just like everything, internet also has its own disadvantages. So, what are they? Many people make friends and play games on the internet, but there is no direct connection with friends and family. So जो आपसे ऑनलाइन मिल रहा है, आपसे अच्छी बातें कर रहा है, आपको इम्प्रेस करने का ट्राई कर रहा है, doesn't need that person is a good person, because whenever you meet someone physically, you not only talk to that person but you observe that person also, right? So on the internet any person can behave like anybody. In reality, all the information you get on the internet is not fully accurate, right? Someone can tell their different age or false gender or false profession also. Like online, if you are meeting to someone who pretend to be a doctor, and he might not also be doctor in reality. People spend more time surfing irrelevant websites which may affect their work or study. Like you go online for some stuff, and instead of watching or reading through that website, you simply end up watching to some songs or some entertainment stuff. Cybercrime is common nowadays on internet. Your personal information can be misused on the internet. What is your personal information? It can be your address, your phone number, your photos, or some information which you have given to some anonymous person. So that is not safe. There is plenty of inappropriate content available on the internet which may not be suitable for children. So what is this inappropriate content? It might be related with the abusive things, or violence related things, which is not proper or suitable for the children or for anybody. Let's see the next thing, that is requirements for the internet. Now we have seen what was the history of internet, what are the advantages, disadvantages, and now we will see if you need to connect to the internet, what are the requirements. So to connect to the internet, the very basic thing is that you need a computer system. Okay, so to use internet, your primary need is a computer or a mobile device. So you can see here, this is a computer, a complete package, a CPU, keyboard, mouse, a monitor, and another thing will be a mobile device. You can also use a tablet. So what are other requirements? Another requirement is modem. So modem looks like this. It might come in different colors as well. You must have seen it at your home. There are lights over here which will at a time 2 to 3 lights will light up. Another requirement for connecting to the internet is modem. Modem is a short form for modulator or demodulator. It is a device that receives data from the internet and send data from your computer to the internet. There are two main types of modem, dial-up modem and digital modem. So there are basically two types of modems. Nowadays in most of our houses that you see is a broadband connection and a digital modem. Dial-up modem or dial-up connection was something which we have used in the era of 2000, 2001 and 2. At that time there was dial-up modem was pretty famous, but now digital modems are pretty famous. What is the most important thing now? It is the ISP. Internet connection is provided by different companies called Internet Service Providers or ISP. ISPs allow you to use internet for a monthly charge. BSNL, Airtel, Tata Indicom, Reliance, Den, etc. are some of the ISPs in India. Okay. Okay, let's see next thing. So we have seen three requirements over here. First you need a device, next you need a modem, and third you need a ISP. Don't forget to ask your parents what ISP you are using at your home. Okay, fine. Now you often connect to the internet through dial-up or broadband connection. Right, as I told you, dial-up was pretty famous in the previous era, like in 1999, 2000, at that time. A dial-up connection is a less expensive way to access the internet, but at a slow speed. With dial-up access, you use a computer, a dial-up modem, and a regular telephone line. Right? So it was previously famous. Broadband is a high-speed internet connection. With broadband access, you use a computer, a digital modem, and a broadband line. Using broadband connection, your computer is usually connected to internet the entire time it is on. So you must have seen in some of the families, if they are moving out for like month or so, they will turn off their broadband device or that modem also. So in order to nobody should misuse their Wi-Fi. Yeah, you need to take care of that also. Okay, let's see the next topic about the search engine. Now whenever you need to search something, like you're doing some project, you need to search about some information, we quickly go and open the Google search or any other search, for example Bing also. If you want any information on any topic for which you do not know the URL or the address, you can get the information through search engines, isn't it? Search engine is a program that searches through the collection of web pages for a particular information. Let's say I am looking for Apple. Okay, so whichever website has this word Apple, this search engine will put a list in front of me for all the websites which contain that word Apple. It allows users to enter any keyword for which it displays a list of websites with related information. Many search engines use a program called Spider to display a list of all web pages that contain the word or phrase you entered. A spider reads pages on websites in order to create a catalog or index hits. Now what is index hits? A hit is any web page that lists as a result of a search box. Now suppose I am searching for Apple and it displays me the Wikipedia page. Now if I click on that Wikipedia page, it will become my hit. Let's see now some of the popular search engines. These are Google, Bing and Yahoo. And one more thing friends, do not go to any arbitrary search engine. The search engines might give you false pages or wrong pages as well. So always trust the good search engines for your search thing. Alright, let's see more about the web browser. Now, a web browser or simply browser is a software program that allows you to browse the internet and open different websites. Mosaic was the very first successful graphical web browser developed by Mark Anderson and Eric Bina in 1992 and released in 1993. More than one web browser can be installed on a single computer. Okay, it's not mandatory that you should be using only one web browser at a time. Now here comes one word, that is graphical web browser. Now you must have learnt about the command line interface, right? Now whenever you are allowed to use mouse in order to operate your computer, it all falls under the graphical thing. So graphical web browser means what? It will have a window, it will have minimize, maximize and a close button, and you can see the pictures or the search boxes and everything. So these are all graphical contents. Yeah, let's see more. Web browser. What are the different types of web browsers? So there are a lot many web browsers apart from this list. So first is Microsoft Edge. So Edge is the new web browser in Windows 10, which enables you to browse the web seamlessly with many new features. You can also say in that browser, you don't always need to type also. Microsoft Internet Explorer. Yeah, this web browser has been the most widely used browser in the world. It was developed by Microsoft in 1995 as a supportive package to Microsoft Windows operating system. Supportive package, or you can say complementary package. Initially, they also used to give Microsoft Office for some days, but after that they discontinued it, and now if you want to use Microsoft Office, you also need to buy it. Third is Mozilla Firefox. It is the second most famous browser after Internet Explorer. It can be used on several operating systems including Windows, Macintosh and Linux. Lastly, Google Chrome. Google Chrome is a browser developed by, of course, Google. It is faster, safer and easier to install and work on all kinds of computers. Okay, what is Microsoft Edge? Let's see more about it. So it is a new default web browser of Microsoft, and it is included in Windows 10 and now in Windows 11 as well. Starting Microsoft Edge. So how to start it? So you can start Microsoft Edge to browse through the internet information, on the web. So how to start it? There are steps as below. Click on the start icon to open start menu, or you can simply press Windows key. Click on Microsoft Edge. You can also open Microsoft Edge by clicking on its icon on the taskbar. Microsoft Edge Windows appears if you are not currently connected to the internet. Lastly, when you finish browsing through the information on web, click on close button to close the Microsoft Edge window, or press Alt and F4 together. Okay, let's see how to display a specific website or web page. So you can display any page on the web that you have heard or read about. You need to know the address of the web page that you want to view. So generally, if I want to browse, let's say I want to browse YouTube, okay, so I should know the name of that thing, right? If I want to see the website of Cambridge, I should know the name of Cambridge, isn't it? Each page on the web has a unique address called Uniform Resource Locator, or you can simply call it as URL. Just the way we have unique phone numbers or unique house numbers, simply just like that, all the websites have this Uniform Resource Locator. When Edge is used for the first time, it does not have an address box. You can type a website address into the search box. So it's just for the first timers. Now Microsoft Edge. Each page on the web has a unique address called Uniform Resource Locator URL. Let's see guidelines for online safety. What are they? So while using the internet and working on your personal account like email, social networking, banking, e-commerce, etc., you need to be careful and follow these guidelines. So choose strong password just as you buy quality locks for your home so that nobody can enter without its key. You should also choose a strong password for your personal account. Passwords are the keys to your accounts. Only the person with the key, or you can say right key, can access them. And you should also not keep easy passwords. The minimum requirement for the password is a combination of capital small letters, then you should use numbers in that and special symbols in that. Let's see more guidelines for online safety. Never store your password. So whenever you open an account, the browser prompts you to save your password so that you do not need to type it each time you visit the same website. You should never save the password. If you do it, then anyone who uses the computer can easily go through your personal account. So it's actually a convenient thing but as well as a problematic thing. If you are at home and your passwords are saved in your home computer which is not accessed by some random people, then it's okay, it's still okay. But if you go to a school computer or somewhere at a public place or in offices also, then you should not leave your password saved into your browser. Let's see. So never open untrusted email. This thing has bugged so many people. So many people have lost their money because of this untrusted email. You should never open an email message with attachment or a link unless you are expecting it or it is from a trusted source or a legitimate source. Other person it can contain virus which is dangerous for your computer. Even if somebody is sending you good morning, good night or afternoon messages, don't open them also. Those images can also contain viruses. So attachments, be very very careful about it. Okay, now next thing is use antivirus, which is most important thing, but also you shouldn't be using any random antivirus. Always use a good antivirus. You should install a good antivirus program and scan the entire computer so that it gets free of viruses and other potential data attacks from time to time. You should update the antivirus program regularly. You actually need to buy it from the legitimate companies, but it's worth spending. Just the way we take good medicine, antivirus acts as a medicine for our computer and it will keep all the bugs. Even though you are not downloading any attachment, you are not leaving your password, still some viruses get entered into your computer and you need to be careful from them. Guidelines for online safety. Now next thing is never share your personal information. You should never share your personal information such as your name, home address, telephone number, school name, your parents' office address, etc. to any stranger on the internet. You should never share your pictures also. Okay, use private or incognito mode. So whenever you right click the Chrome, you might see new incognito mode option. So whenever you're outside, always use that. Always use private browsing while using the internet at public places like an internet cafe. By using private mode, your browser will not store passwords, temporary internet files, and data entered by you. When you exit the browser, the data will be gone. So, what are the responsibilities of a digital citizen? Now, all of us use data and computers and smartphones, everything on the internet. So, we are obviously the digital citizens. So, if you are using the computer as well as the information generated by it, then you are a digital citizen. Some of the responsibilities of a digital citizens are as follows. Use your computer for educational purpose only when you are at school. School, maybe office, so you should be using your computer for educational purpose only, not for entertainment or playing online games. Keep your computer safe and secure all the time. Visit appropriate websites that promote learning and for educational purpose when you use internet. Never share your private information. Always log out after completing your work and do not share your password with anybody, whomsoever the person is. One last thing. Respect others by using kind and courteous words when you are online. Make sure that your words do not harm others. Say no to misbehavior when you are online. You must inform an adult if someone is bullying or teasing you. Okay? So there is a new trend called as online abusing. So if somebody is doing that, you should inform your adult person, like it might be your teacher, your parents, or anybody around you. Now what we have seen together, so internet is the okay, so let's start with our exercise. So we have to take the correct answer. The history of the internet starts with the birth of ARPANET, intranet or website. Which is the correct one? ARPANET. Second is dash is the high speed internet connection. So which is the broadband. Company that provides internet connection is called IPS, ISP or SPI. It is ISP, Internet Service Provider. Okay, blank is the latest web browser of Windows 10. Which is it? Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge or Mozilla Firefox? It is the Microsoft Edge. Lastly, dash is the unique address of each web page, which is the Uniform Resource Locator, which is URL. Okay, so done with the first question. Let's go for the next one. So we have to write true or false for the following statement. All information available on the internet is accurate. Is it? No, of course not. So that's a false thing. Many search engines use spider program. Yeah, we have seen that. So it's true. Hotmail is a popular web browser. No, actually Hotmail is just like Gmail or Yahoo, and it is not a web browser, but it is a website where you can create your email account. So that's true. That's not true. Next is we should always choose strong password to protect our account. Yeah, that's true. Yes, we should. We should always open an email message with attachment. No, never. That's a false thing. We should never share our personal information with a stranger on web. Yeah, true. We should never. Okay, so done with true and false. Let's see, fill in the blanks. So here in 1969, the Department of Defense of the US developed ARPANET. Dash enables us to send and receive messages at fast speed. What's that? It's email. A blank is any web page that lists out as a result of a search. Do you remember what is that? It's heat. Blank was the first successful graphical web browser. Yeah, you're right. That's Mosaic. Next, we should use blank browsing while using the internet at public places. And the answer is private. Okay, private, or you can also say it as incognito. Okay, in next exercise question we are going to see, define the following. Search engine. So it is a program or a software that searches through the collection of web pages for particular information. Next is web browser. So it is a software program that allows you to browse the internet and open different websites. After this, we are going to see answer the following questions. What are the advantages of the internet? So advantages of the internet: you can get information on any topic. You can purchase many things online. You can learn anything you want to. There are actually many more advantages of the internet. You can chit chat, you can make new friends, you can play online games, so you can write as many as you want. Now, name the different types of equipment required to connect to the internet. So what are they? So following are the equipments required to connect to the internet: computer, modem and internet connection. Name some web browsers available on the internet. This is extremely simple. So Microsoft Edge, Microsoft Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome are some of the web browsers. You can also include here Safari. It is common in iOS. Alright, now next thing we will see, why should we choose strong password for our personal account? So we choose a strong password for our personal account as any person may try to guess your password, isn't it? Right to responsibilities of digital citizen. So the answer is we should keep your computer safe and secure all the time and use computer for educational purpose only. So here we go, application based question. So first is, Shweta has to send her birthday invitation to her family and friends through email. She goes to a cyber cafe for sending the emails. Tell her the mode with which she should use internet in public areas securely. Sorry, it should be mode. So answer is, she has to use private mode or incognito mode for browsing. So that